What we're going to do today is my recipe called Pizza 3 Ways. So we're going to have 3 different kinds of pizza, all cooked out on the outdoor charcoal grill. We're going to do a classic pizza of sausage, mushroom, and green pepper. We're going to do a vegetarian pizza of portobello, mushroom, onions, which are cooking over there on the stove right now, a little bit of crumbled blue cheese, and then we're going to top that with some fresh arugula tossed in a balsamic vinaigrette. The third pizza is one that I named after Bobby's restaurant in New York City, Bar American, because it was a great dish that I had there once. It has shrimp, bacon, chopped tomato, and some scallions. We're going to grill the scallions to go with it. And then I don't use grits on mine. Bobby uses that in his recipe. I'm going to use some fontina cheese on that pizza. The recipe that we're using is my father's recipe from his restaurant Pinocchio's in South Bend, Indiana. He wanted to bring a New York style pizza to the Midwest because he couldn't stand pan pizza. He discovered that if you use bread flour, you're going to get that kind of foldable pizza crust that's sort of crunchy on the outside and soft and chewy on the inside. So I've got 4 cups of bread flour in here, a teaspoon and a half of onion salt, which was my dad's idea. Over here, I've got my yeast proofed in about 1 3/4 cups of water. And in this bowl, I have olive oil that I've sauteed 3 garlic cloves in. So we get this wonderful olive oil infused with this garlic flavor that's going to be right in the pizza dough. When we cook it on the grill, it comes out great. And that's our dough. As soon as this dough is ready, you want to put it in a well-oiled bowl, sealed tightly with saran wrap, and put it in a warm place in your kitchen so it can rise for about 2 hours. Now when I say a warm place, I don't mean the oven, I mean I put it on top of my refrigerator. After 2 hours, this is what it's going to look like. This little bit of dough turns into this big blob of dough. We're going to flour the table here with some Wondra. This is a beautiful, beautiful, look at this dough. This is a beautiful piece of dough here. We're just going to eyeball this and cut this down into 4 pieces. This is going to make 4 12-inch pizzas here. You need to get these dough balls nice and tight if you're going to get the right consistency for your pie when you throw it. Each time I see a seam, I tuck it under and just keep rolling it across this counter until it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. The idea with those green peppers is we're going to actually roast them on the grill. So we want to blacken the outsides of those green peppers because once they're done, we're going to put them in a bag and let them steam for a little bit so that we can easily remove the skins before we chop them up to use them as a topping on our pizza. But I'm going to start these Italian sausages off over direct heat so that I get a little bit of a char on these to start. I want these to blacken, so I'm going to put these right over the hottest part of my fire. There we go. Everything's looking perfect. We're going to need some chopped tomatoes, about 1/2 cup, to go on the Pizza Bar American. I like using these grape tomatoes. These work out, they're very tasty, especially this time of year in the winter. We want a little bit of crunch. We don't want these too mushy. And the idea is just to roughly chop these, and you can see the consistency of these shrimp. It's just like lobster tail now. We got this beautiful fresh piece of dough. We're going to flour this up a little bit here. So you want to start working this pizza here to get a little lip around the outside edge. This is going to be that nice crust that you see on the outside edge of your pizza. Okay, we're just going for little 12-inch pies here today. Catching it on your knuckles. You don't want to catch it on your fingertips because if you catch it on your fingertips, you're going to poke a hole through it. What we're going to do is we're just going to gently lay this out right there. I just have to emphasize there's really nothing that compares to doing one of these pizzas on a charcoal grill. You can do it on a gas grill and that'll work pretty good too, but the charcoal imparts a flavor to the toppings on this pizza, to the crust on this pizza, that is really just unlike anything you've ever had. It's about the closest thing you'll come to it is a true Neapolitan pie from Italy, where they've done it in a wood-burning oven. Creates sort of the same effect, but this is pure American. Okay, this pie is done. It's perfect. You can see that the edges have browned really nicely. The tomatoes have started to char. Everything is nice and hot. The cheese is melted, and it's perfect. I like to give it just a little bit of a squeeze of fresh lime before we go ahead and cut it. Okay, this is our second pizza now that's come out. This is the classic pizza that we did. You can see this one too, nicely brown. We got our spicy Italian sausage on it, the mushrooms, the roasted green peppers. This one's ready to slice. This is our vegetarian pizza with the portobello mushrooms, caramelized onions, a little bit of blue cheese. We have this fresh, cool arugula here that we've done with a little bit of a balsamic vinaigrette. We just want to sprinkle a little bit of this on top of the pizza. Bobby, we did this just for you. I hope you really enjoyed it. I certainly did. It's been a blast, and it doesn't get any better than this. Hope to see you in California. Thanks. This is perfect. Did you like it, Chuck?
Oh, I loved it, Josh. Oh.